Hello everyone, and today we are going to learn a new poem. Um, Poem. So remember, in American accent, you can say poem, but in British, it is poem. So you can use either pronunciation. Okay, now we'll move. So the poet, if we'll talk about the poet, Robert Frost. The complete name is Robert Lee Frost. So first of all, we'll discuss about the poet. He was born in California, San Francisco, in the United States on 26 March 1894, and he died at the age of 88 uh, in United States at Boston, on 29th January 1963. Well, if I talk about the parents, William Prescott Frost Jr. Was his father, and mother was Isabel Moody, and his spouse, Eleanor Mariam White. If we talk about education, Harvard University, where he completed his graduation, and after that, due to health issues, he left Harvard University. He was a well-known poet, American poet, who actually, focused towards the rural life, and he became poet laureate, in 1961. So this is one position, or when you can say a top position in US or UK, for any writer. So it was given to him in 1961. He won Pulitzer Prize. Actually, this prize is actually given every year to those who are actually contributing a lot, maybe in literature or maybe other artwork. So he's the only writer who got, 4 times Pulitzer Prize in 1924, 1931, 1937, and 1943. Now, if we talk about him, so his most famous, poem includes Mending Wall, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening, and Birches. These are quite famous. If we talk about the next stop, which is settings. So what does it mean, settings? It means where, where actually he focused, while writing his masterpiece, this poem. So actually, he focused the rural life of England in 20th century. So this is the setting of this poem. Okay, so whenever you're, going through a drama or maybe a poem, you should know the setting so that it can give you, a clear-cut background and imagination to understand the situation, what exactly writer want to convey through his writing. Okay, there's one question. Why is Robert, Frost famous in India? So he was actually, inspiration of Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, now here we go. We are going to start, very famous poem, Roadside is 10. It was written in 1936, and I told you the setting that is of England. Why England? Because he was born in USA, but he at the age of 10, he went to England, remember. So this Roadside is 10 was written in 1936. And during 1936, you can imagine on this sort of cars were available, at that time. Industrialization was going on. Most of the poor people, they were moving from village to city in search of job. And they wanted to become, rich, and city people were quite rich. Okay, so the next important thing that you should remember about this poem is rhyming scheme. It is A, B, A, B. So A, B, A, B. So you'll find, the first line is having same rhyming scheme with the third line, and second line is having or exactly same rhyming scheme with the the next fourth one. Okay, now so okay, so a roadside stand means what? It can be, a stand on your house, and then they try to put the stuff to sell out their produce. So you'll figure it out through the picture, and you can understand, what exactly a roadside stand is. You can just check it out. This picture, how actually it is extended, and you know she's trying to sell produce. You can easily understand what exactly the roadside stand is. Okay, so in this poem, the poet contrasts the lives of poor and deprived countryside people, so the financial opportunity to lead their life as city people are living. So this is what poet is trying to convey through this poem. And how these rich people or city people are ignoring the roadside stand. So because they want to sell it, but it is actually ignored by the city people, and we'll try to figure out more here. Okay, so it's stanza 1, line 1 to 6. We'll try to figure out what is given here. So the poem starts with a description of the roadside stand, and the intention behind it is what? A small farmer builds a vegetable stand at the edge of the highway outside his house in the hope that passing cars would buy produce and earn a bit of money that supports cities from falling out into ruin. He only wants to earn a living. He is not begging for money. So actually, farmer actually he is trying to sell his produce by extending his house. He is trying to sell vegetable and other farm produce so that he can get some money from these city dwellers. He's not actually begging, but he is selling so that he can uplift his life through through this cash or money from the city people. So we'll try to figure out how it is actually given line by line, and then we'll also try to figure out what sort of figure of speech is used. So this is the first line you can mark in your book. The little old house was out. Why it is extended? Was out means extended with a little new shade, with a little new shade, so that the farmer can sell his produce. Here the first figure of speech is antithesis. Here th is unvoiced. Remember here th, you can check dictionary and you'll figure out one theta like a structure, and that is IPS symbol. That means th is unvoiced. So antithesis. Okay, thesis, not thesis. Okay, so that means what? Here you can find old and new, these two words. Okay, let me mark it. So just a second. Yeah. Okay, so old and new. Okay, so that's why this figure of speech is is the proper answer for this line. And one more thing is repetition. Okay, little, a word is given twice here, so that's why another literary device used by the poet is repetition, so that it can have poetic effect. So you should know the different figure of speech, okay, which I'm trying to give you in each line. Okay, now in front at the edge of the road where the traffic sped. So sped means what? Actually, it is second form and third form of speed. Okay, and traffic means vehicles. Okay, so in front at the edge of the road. Okay, at the edge of the road, that the farmer made what? A roadside stand. And from here, what is happening? City people, they are driving very fast, and they are actually ignoring these roadside stand. So The next important line, okay, so I forgot to tell you here about the figure of speech. Now here, personification. So remember, whenever the human quality is given to non-living things, okay, like here in inanimate traffic, because why inanimate? Because traffic doesn't have life. So this human quality is given to inanimate traffic. Here, that quality is speeding. That's why it's a personification. Okay, now come to the next one, which is quite important. A roadside stand that too pathetically pled. Now again, th is on voice, remember. And okay, so th is unvoiced. Okay, just check out the dictionary. So the roadside stand. Do you think that roadside stand, non-living thing can, you know, appeal? Emotionally, pathically appeal? Why? No, it's not possible. So that means, again, once again, personification is used. Okay, and plaid is what? Making appeal. So okay, past past second form, or you can say third form of plaid. Okay, so and here p consonant is repeated, so it is alliteration. Okay, and personification, these two figure of speech you should remember here. So why actually, it is written here, roadside stand that too pathetically plaid? Because here the writer is trying to put emphasis, that the situation of farmer is not good, and the city people, they ignore them, and the farmer is actually literally not begging, but he's trying to sell his farm produce. Okay, now we'll go for the next line, and the next line is, it would not be fair to say for a dole of bread. Dole of bread is what? Like, he is not begging. He doesn't want anything in charity. He doesn't want food. He doesn't want cloth. Okay, again, th is on voice, remember. Cloth. Okay. So he doesn't want, a dole of bread. He doesn't want anything in charity, but he wants some sort of what? Money. Okay. Cash, money and cash is actually the same thing. So it is tautology. So tautology means T-A-U-T. In Greek word, that means what? Okay, in Greek, that means what? Same. And ology is a study. So that means when same sort of word is actually used, this is not required actually, which is unnecessary. That means it's a tautology, that figure of speech is used here, remember. Okay, so what money actually, a farmer wants? Money which actually supports to the flower of cities. Flower of cities means city dwellers. Okay, I'm talking about the city dwellers. Okay, so the money which supports, these city dwellers from what? Sinking. Sinking means what? From going down. So if someone is not having money, means what? That person may go down, this is what, like, farmer want to uplift himself by earning extra money. Okay, and withering, or you can say faint. Okay, so withering or faint. So just a second. So this is what the money is doing, saving, these city dwellers from sinking, from going down. These money actually help to avoid, inhumiliated situation. Okay, or to avoid such situation, money is actually required, and that's what farmer wants, money. So here, as I told you, tautology, this figure of speech is used. And now here, the flower, if we'll talk about the flower, is given what? The human quality. Okay, like, flower can't become, flower can't sink, means cannot, go down, because, because of money, a human can become poor, or maybe a human can become, rich. The same sort of quality is given to flower. So that's why it's personification. Okay, and tautology, again, unnecessary word is used, here. withering and faint, which is almost same. Okay, okay, and alliteration F and F is used again and again, consonant sound. Okay, now come to the next one, and here we do have questions. So we'll just go through it. Where was the new shade put up? What was its purpose? So answer is quite easy, I guess now. A little house at one side of the road was extended and a shade was added to it to put up road stand. It was set up to attract, passerby to buy things from them so that they could earn, some money. Now, the second one is, why does the poet use the word pathetic, TH is and voice, remember? So the second answer is, by using the word pathetic, the poet emphasizes on the fact that the condition of the saint was most humble. That means the farmer is actually very humble while requesting, and he is in need of money. He is not begging, but he wants to sell his goods to earn money, and this situation presents it a rather pitiable sight. Okay, now next one. Explain to pathetically pled. So it was as if by putting up shade, the owner was desperately pleading, emotionally requesting to the rich people to stop by at his roadside stand and buy things from him so that he can earn some extra money to uplift his life. Now, fourth one is, who referred here the flowers of cities. So it's very easy to understand here. It is referred to the rich people, wealthy people, city dwellers, who can afford, best things. Now, fifth one. So why do people who run, roadside stand wait for the squill or breaks? Now, this line will come, a later part of the poem. And at that time, once again, we'll discuss, but the question is given here. So I'll tell you in short, like squilling or break means, it's the sound that comes, when you stop the car. When you're applying brakes, so that sound, it gives the hope that the city folk or people have stopped their car, and then now they are going to buy something from these people so that they can earn the money. Okay, so this is what the answer of this question. Now we'll discuss the last one. What was the plea or request of the folk of the folk people who had put up the roadside stand here? So the folk who had put up roadside stand requested the city dwellers to stop and buy their wares, means article, goods, okay, whatever they have produced, so that they can earn some extra money to have a decent life. They wanted that the rich people who passed from there in their cars should stop there and buy some goods from them. The money that these folks or people would earn from the rich people would help them to lead a better life. Thanks so much. This is video 1, and now for stanzas 2 and rest part of this poem, you can watch in next coming videos. Please do subscribe my channel, and if you want any kind of help, my contact number is already given. You can directly send me messages on my WhatsApp. Thanks so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.